You know, before I get into the meat of this video, there's a few things that I need to say up front that will, of course, serve as the intro to this masterpiece. And of course, you have seen the title. Now, I'm not going to labor long in this politically correct rant. I'm going to just let y'all know basically what's coming down the pipe for y'all's holiday. And we have two videos that I'm going to address this weekend's Rabbit Hole production. The first is going to be a warning to Kevin Samuels. I'm looking at all of this hubbub, this dust up. And this brother did a video, and I can't recall his channel, and I hate that I can't recall his channel. I may reference the video in the whole because I haven't recorded that whole yet. I'll reference it in the whole because I can't think of it off the top of my tongue. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the guy's channel. But he did a video, and he was chronicling all of these women and what they were saying about this Kevin Samuels. And I can't think of his channel. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, and he kept asking the question. Some of y'all may have seen the video. If you know it, reference it in the comment thread. And he mentioned, how much proof do you need? After each video clip he showed, he asked that question. And I'm watching his video, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, this thing here, man, this is serious. The hatred is real. And because of that hatred, I'm going to issue that brother a warning. I can't say it here. I'm not going to even try to say it here. I'm going to deal with that in the hole, man. And I want him to get it. I want him to listen to it. He probably already thought about it, but I'm going to warn him. And the reason why I'm going to issue him a warning is because I know this Negro. I know this Negro. I'm going to leave it at that. That's the first video that I'm going to do in the whole Manafear Highlights. I think that's the name of the guy's channel. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I'm going to get the actual channel and I'll mention it in the whole when I do the warning. I'll mention. But if y'all know the video I'm talking about, you can put the name in the comment section. But I believe that's the title. Don't hold me to that. I'll get the title, put it in the hole. And the second video that I'm going to do is going to be on this video on this black woman. This is something I've never seen. And man, we are embarking upon some new territory here, people. When you find black women making videos talking about their mother, and I ain't talking about calling her no queen and the backbone of the black community. I ain't talking about her like that. I'm talking about this sister talked about her mother in the tradition of a rabbit hole production. And this is a sister that I watch. I watch her videos because I'm trying to gauge exactly where she's coming from. And I'm not gonna mention her name here, but I'm gonna show y'all her video in the whole, and then I'm gonna give you my commentary. You got to see this to believe it. Some of y'all probably already seen the video. But because I watch her, and when I got the notification of the video and I seen the title, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And I click on the video and I'm watching the video and I'm blown away. I'm like, what? What did I just hear? Did I just hear a black female describe her mother as a walking, breathing mental disorder? Did I just hear that? You know what it is, second nature like breathing. We're gonna deal with both of these videos in the whole, man. Wow. I mean, shit, man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But I'm gonna do that for y'all's holiday. Since Monday is y'all's holiday, I'm gonna give y'all two productions. First is on the Kevin Samuel piece. And like I said, the brother's video that I watched that gave me this idea. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. Leave it in the comment thread. But when I do the actual warning, I will mention the channel because I'll go back and look at it and get it. Because watching his video is what made me realize, you know what? This is coming down the pipe. And I don't know if he knows it. He probably does know it. I'm talking about Kevin Samuels. He probably does know it. But I'm going to warn him because I know this Negro. I know how they operate. But you know what it is, second nature like breathing. If you want those two videos, send me an email. I'll most certainly get you the link. And of course, you've seen the title of this video. And I've told y'all, I've said this in many of my videos. Y'all know me. Repetition is the mother of skill. I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over again until you get it. And I told y'all, listen, I don't spend my time arguing with Negroes. There's nothing for me to gain arguing with you niggas. Nothing. Now, back in the day when I was younger, you might have got me to go back and forth with y'all on video. Yeah, I would have done that. I told y'all in many of my videos, I'm the dude who, when I seen those Hebrew Israelites downtown, I'm the guy that would stop and be standing there debating with them. Yeah, that was me. I was the guy who attended the pro-black functions and all that crap. I used to do that stuff. Debating with Christians over the validity of the scripture. And I used to do that. Not anymore. I was like the boy who didn't get picked for the game and the ball is his, so he packs up and leaves, and guess what? I'm taking my ball too. That's me. I'm packing up my books, I'm packing up everything. I'm out. I'm done. That's the reason why you don't see me arguing and fussing with these Negroes on YouTube, on social media. I don't do that shit. I don't care that you disagree with me. It means nothing to me. And what I've told y'all, I know something is going to come down the pipe. If I give it time, something is going to come down the pipe that I'm going to be able to reference and say, that's what I'm talking about. And when this sister produced this video, talking about her mother, and she didn't call her a mental disorder. I'm calling her a mental disorder, but she called her everything but. She called her everything but. And as I told you, I watch her content. And I really could never get a gauge on her. And I'm sitting there and watching her, and I'm like, man, where exactly is this chick coming from? She's not one of these white male worshipers, even though she talked that level up stuff, but she's not on that level where I got to get me a white man. She don't talk that kind of stuff. And there's a spiritual component to her content. I may have given her name away with that, but anyway. So I'm really trying to gauge where she's coming from. And so I watch her content because I'm trying to figure out what's up with this chick. And when she did this video last week on her mother, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Light bulb went off like an epiphany. I'm like, man, that's what it is. And it's odd, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we are charting onto some new area here, man, where you have black women, not black men, but black women, not talking about their dads. I mean, we've heard that. I mean, come on now, my God. I mean, hell, them bashing black men, I mean, that's common practice, ain't it? You want to build a YouTube channel, all you have to do, I'm gonna tell you how to build it. All you have to do is get in that celebrity gossip lane and talk about celebrities. And whenever one of these dysfunctional rappers, athletes, entertainers say something stupid about a black woman, or, they love white women, all this crap, all you got to do is talk about him and then parlay your commentary over to all men, your channel will blow up. Just ask Paris Milan. So, I mean, we understand, they're bashing black men. We got that. But these sisters now are talking about their mother. And we ain't talking about their mother in terms of, my mama's a queen. Even as a crack fiend, mama, you still a black queen, mama. No. We're talking about these sisters are questioning the parental decisions made by their mother and how they, as adult women, are suffering from the residual effects from decisions that their mothers made. This is uncharted territory, people. What are the pro-blacks gonna say now? I mean, my God, when you you got black women saying this. The first time that I heard it, I really didn't hear it because I didn't see the video, but I was aware that she made the video. She put it on Patreon. It was Chrissy. And she done a video on, has older generation of black women failed younger generation of black women. I can answer that for it without even watching, without watching content, but be as it may, I didn't see the video because she put it on Patreon. I'm not paying to see it. But Kristen Clareson piggyback off of that, and she done a video that she put on her channel asking the same question. These sisters are now beginning to look at mama. And this sister in question now that I'm going to do the rabbit hole on this weekend, she went ham on her mother, man. I mean, this is unprecedented. I ain't never heard nothing like this. I ain't never heard no woman get on a video. I've heard him get on a video and bash that dad now. That dad gonna get it. He's gonna get 40 lashes no matter what. That's just the nature of the beast. You're gonna get it. That's just how it goes. But mama was untouchable. Nobody make no video about how mama fucked up. But now all of a sudden it's coming to be normal. It's normalized. And I'm going to tell you why that is. You want to know why it's normalized? It's because we put the black woman under the same microscope that we put this black male. And we ask the same question about her that we asked about black men. What is that? Is his dysfunctional behavior the product of socialization, nurture, or is it genetic? Nature. Which is it? No matter what dysfunction you want to talk about, is it a learned behavior or is this genetic? Like his height, his color of his eyes, all that's genetic. And now all this other dysfunction that y'all call him a dusty, is that learned behavior or is that genetic? So now we put the black woman under the same microscope and we ask the same questions. And is all of her dysfunction genetic or is it a process of socialization? And since we can conclude that a lot of her dysfunction is the process of socialization, then we have to ask the same question about her that we asked about her son, is that who raised her? And now we're right back looking at mama. But when I do that, you talking about the black woman. But now these sisters are beginning to look and say, wait a minute now, we suffering some residual effects from decisions that our mother made, and we can no longer protect her. She screwed us up. And the reason why they're saying that is because that 70%, I keep bringing it up, that 70% chronically single number does not change. Now, y'all said y'all was chronically single in the number 70 percentile because of us, because of black men, and how screwed up we are. That's the reason why that 70% number is so high. But now, since y'all have divested from us and y'all don't deal with us, then that number should have skyrocketed or shrunk, right? But no, it's remaining the same. So now these sisters are doing what? Hey, they got to go to mama. And they have to start asking themselves some questions about mama. Mama, You told me I was this. You told me to do this. You told me not to do that, and I would get this. And Mama, listen, I've done all that, and I got everything the society said I need to be an eligible candidate. But Mama, ain't nobody putting no ring on it, Mama. And now these sisters now realize it ain't this black man. It's what I was taught. And so now, since it's what I was taught, they're turning their attention to who? Mother. And that's the reason why you hear videos from Crystalline Carrison, this sister here, talking about who? Their mothers. And I've told y'all in many videos, man, listen, we already know she screwed up her son. I mean, come on, man. Do we really even need more evidence for me to show y'all this? We know that the black male is screwed. He's not intelligent. The dude does not have critical thinking skills. He just don't. He's not the brightest bulb on the tree. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's dumb. He's dumb, and everybody knows it. We already know that he thinks just like his mother. We already understand that he views other black men through the lens of who? His mother. And because he views black men through her eyes, this is the reason why you constantly see black men doing what? Beefing and arguing. Because a man, listen, a man ain't gonna sit and argue over your opinion all day. He ain't doing that. I'm sorry, it's not happening. Because a man understands that's your opinion. I rock with it or I don't. I don't care. Opinions are like asshole. Everybody got one. Just like if a man don't deal with you, you ain't gonna constantly find this man trying to get your attention every day, all day. The man don't do that. But when you see men engaging in this behavior, you know this is a Shine who has been reared by who? His mother. He represents those effeminate tendencies. And there's no greater example that I can give y'all than this Kevin Samuels. Now, I've said this in other videos that I've done. There's only one black man, now only one, who can make a YouTube video and talk about my true feelings about this entire phenomenon known as the Kevin Samuels effect and everything. There's only one black man on YouTube who can make a video like that and be true in what he's saying, and that's the Honorable Equazi 100. Why? Because he's the only one that I've had a conversation with. Me and that brother had an in-depth conversation about this entire fiasco. So he knows exactly where I stand, what I feel, and what I believe. He's the only man that can make that video. Any other man that you see making a YouTube video trying to describe what I think about Kevin Samuels or this Kevin Samuels effect is assuming, drawing their own conclusion, giving their opinion, making assumptions, which are all effeminate traits. Why? Because the man would step to me and ask me, hey, brother, what do you think about Kevin Samuels? And since you stepped to me like a man and asked me, what do I think? You have to be ready for a man's response, because I may tell you it's none of your fucking business. I may tell you to get the fuck out my face. Or I may sit down and tell you what I really feel about all of this. But that's men engaging. That's how men engage. Men do not sit back and make videos assuming, guessing, making assumptions. That's all effeminate behavior. And I find it ironic that a lot of these brothers who are calling a man gay exemplify effeminate behavior while they're doing it. But then it comes as no surprise, man. This don't come as no surprise. We already know that this woman has destroyed her son. She destroyed them, man. These black men cannot think critically. They do not have critical thinking skills. They don't. They can't think analytically. They don't have critical thinking skills. They can't color within the lines, and they most certainly cannot connect dots. And they view other black men through the eyes of who? Their mother or some female. And that's the reason why they constantly have to argue with black men. Whenever you find a black male on YouTube constantly beefing with this man over here, beefing with that man over there, beefing with this brother over here, he views these brothers through the eyes of a woman. Because it's the woman who says, I have to be right. If you're having a discussion with your wife or your girlfriend, your fiance or whatever, somebody you fucking, and you, well, hey, y'all got me think I'm recording the whole, man. Scratch that last one from the record, because we know that y'all just don't engage in that. Let me take a sip of this. Now, you're having a conversation with a female, and you tell her, listen, I'm going to let you say the last word. You have the last word, and then we're done with this discussion. She ain't going to be happy with that. You're letting her have the last word, say the last word, baby, and then we're done with it. No, that's not going to be good enough for her. Why? Because she wants the last word, but she wants it on her own terms. She don't want you telling her this is the last word. See, that's the woman. The woman is the one who will stand in front of you with her arms crossed, blocking the door, stopping you from leaving, even though she told you to get out, because she's not done saying what she has to say. Well, you'd have told me to get out, so the conversation over. Let me go. No, I got more to say. So she'll stand in front of the door with her arms folded and say what she has to say. Why? Because she has to be right. And since you don't agree with me, there's something wrong with the way you think. Now, a man, we sit down and we have a conversation about our disagreement, and we can't come eye to eye on the conversation. We agree to disagree. Well, we're just not going to agree on this subject. I don't see it that way. But we're not going to fall out. Why? Because there's other subjects that we can agree on. See, men know how to disagree without being violently disagreeable. Men know how to conflict resolve. Brother, let's talk about this. That's how men engage. And if men sit down and talk and they can't come to an agreement, then listen, you go your way, I'll go mine. Fuck it. That's what men do. And my ticking has stopped, y'all. Somebody trying to contact me, but I'm not going to even respond back. Yeah, get back to my ticket. But that's what men do. Men don't engage in this constant, I'm in your face, I'm arguing with you, I'm fussing with you. Men don't, if you don't agree with me, so what? I don't care. I don't operate from this perspective that you have to agree with me, because I've told y'all in many of these videos who died and made you the boss to where your opinion is the opinion. I mean, who? At the end of the day, it's just your opinion, dude. So therefore, I don't care nothing about your opinion. But now, we already understand this. We got this because why? We know that this woman destroyed her son. These dudes, man, are done, man. They don't even realize it. They can't even conceptualize just how screwed up they are. This is how bad she done them. So we got that. We've already checked that box off. We understand they're screwed. But what we wasn't for sure, because we never heard anybody discussing it, was what she done to her daughters. Because remember now, she was untouchable. That's where the dear mama syndrome comes in at. Listen, even as a crack fiend, mama, you still a black queen, mama. You can do no wrong, mama. God damn it, mama, you still gonna get roses on Mother's Day. I don't care what you did to me when I was growing up. But now these sisters the chickens have come home to roost. All of the squares have been checked. You said you were chronically single because there weren't any good men, black men. And that so-called pool of eligible dating black men is dried up. And that's the reason why I'm single, because, I don't want to settle. And these dusties, they ain't got no money. So that's the reason why I'm single, because my standards are too high. That's the reason why that number, that chronically single number, is so high, because us black women, we refuse to settle. We ain't down with struggle, love. Fuck that. Okay. So you leveled up. You've divested. You got your advanced degree. You got a PhD, multiple PhDs. Career, corporate America, make your own money, got your own house, got your own car. Shit, you doing your thing, baby. You living your best life. You got everything that society says that a guy should fall on his knees and put a ring on your finger. But yet and still, you single. What's wrong? They can't blame us. You don't deal with us. You don't even want us. If you go to a restaurant and it's a black waiter, you don't even want him waiting on you. Fuck that. Let's act them. Let that white dude wait on me. I don't want no knuckle bringing me my food. So you don't even want no black waiter. So you got the white waiter bringing you your fried chicken and wingdings and JoJo's and your champagne, and you don't even deal with black men. So since you don't deal with us, you've hashtag divested from us, you've left us alone, we're no longer on y'all's radar. Now, that number should have shrunk. Why? Because all these other cultures of men are doing what? Checking for you. Remember, they stare at you when you walk across the street, even though it's a red light. You stop traffic. You standing in line at Starbucks, you get up to the counter and they telling you, listen, you ain't got to pay for nothing. That dude over there paid for whatever you want. He's sitting over there smiling. He come give you his business card. Could you please call me? Because you're just so hot. So that 70% number should have shrunk as soon as you start dealing with us. But it's not shrinking. It's remaining the same. I think it's higher. So now these women are doing what? Looking at their mama. Because wait a minute, mama. Everything you told me is wrong. Hey, man, this stuff ain't working. You told me I was sitting on a gold mine. I thought you said they love gold. Ain't working. So now all of a sudden, mama's under the radar. Mama is being put under the microscope. And that's the reason why this sister, I'm going to deal with her video in the whole, man. I'm going to let y'all see it. I'm going to let y'all hear for yourself. Y'all may not believe me. But when you hear her video and the things that she says about her mother, I want you to tell me if that is she not describing a living, breathing mental disorder. I want you to tell me for yourself. And then, of course, I'm going to give the warning for Kevin Samuels. You know what it is. Second, you're breathing. Send me an email. I'll get you the link. Because at the end of the day,